when I do a lot of document analysis, I always do a PowerPoint presentation, and I use it to validate my thinking back to my either my project manager, the product owner, some stakeholders. And it's always because once I get my thinking right, then I know how to tackle the issue. So usually my outline is always, an understanding. What do I understand about the project? And you can see I'm using images as well. What do I understand about the project? What is it supposed to do for us? Or what are we trying to solve? And then I look at the scope of what that project entails, what's in scope of the project. That's what I focus on. But the key thing for me is what are the main issues that we need to solve? I need to know what those issues are so that when I start working on my requirements, I start doing my impact assessments, I have a high level idea of the issues we're trying to solve and what it could look like if they are not solved or if they are solved. And that's why I do issues and implications of those issues if they are not solved. And with that, I always play around with my customer journey map because the customer journey map helps me to zoom, step back and look at it from a high level. What exactly is going on in this organization? What are they experiencing? And so when I have that, helicopter view of what's going on, it helps me to even form a broader picture of how I'm going to tackle everything. So what part of the customer journey are we having issues? How does it impact the customer experience? What are the tools that we're using within that section of the customer journey? Because it might be that it's a tool that we need to change, or it might be that it's a process that we need to change. Then I need to know the business areas that are also feeding that customer journey, supporting that customer journey from the back end. What are those business areas? So that helps me to start looking at the different stakeholders I'm going to engage with, what business units they operate in. So this will help me to know that, okay, first I'm going to speak to the marketing manager or the marketing director. I'm going to speak with the head of provisioning. I'm going to speak with the head of credit control. I'm going to speak with the finance director. I'm going to speak with the head of comms and head of comms. I'm going to speak with the team responsible for retaining customers. And so I form that picture based on this. And then I can start looking at where the process is actually broken. Where are we experiencing pains, in the organization? So it starts to help me form a picture of pains we are trying to solve, challenges the customers are facing, systems that are supporting those customers along that journey and supporting us internally so that I know where I can drill down into when I start doing my extensive analysis. And then I can do a use case diagram of what I think the proposed solution looks like, or if the solutions architect has given us a proposed solution and I need to understand how that's going to work, I can do a use case diagram to help me even further conceptualize what that looks like. And the proposed solution is usually provided by the solutions architect or the service architect or your enterprise architect, whoever they are. And you can just use that to help you formulate how that solution is going to work. And then you can look at what that solution looks like today and what it's going to look like in future. Now, this might seem a bit complicated, but it helps me to understand at the high level how the flows will work. And then I talk about my next step. What am I going to do next? So these are some activities that I'm going to carry out in order to help me to start drilling down into all my piece of analysis work that I'm going to be doing on that project. So this is how I think about things, right? And it helps me bring everything into perspective. So after I've looked at documents, after I've had conversations with people, I start to put this together to help me distill everything. And then from here, I move on. So from here, I can start working on my VA plan. From here, I can start saying, okay, I need to carry out different workshops, different sessions to help me get better understanding. So it might be a departmental workshop, but I would use this to guide my approach to how I will do things.